The Dummy M Podcast. Find us on Instagram and YouTube.
Well, there's certainly no doubt that I'm excited to have this guest on because he is quite possibly the biggest, or at least one of the biggest Parramatta fans on the face of this planet. He has the Para Cave, oddly enough in Penrith, not in Parramatta, but we'll forgive that because he's got so much Para gear. T-Dog and I are speaking with a gentleman by the name of Troy Warner. And Troy, thank you so much for joining us on this COVID edition of the Dummy M Podcast, mate.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's an honour and a privilege to be on your show.
Obviously, you are a paratragic. Before we started recording here, you actually showed me around your cave via camera. I'm very, very impressed. So I want to ask you, I suppose, straight off the bat, why Parramatta?
It all started in '86 when Mum and Dad were together. Dad had a friend who used to come and visit him, as mates do, every week. He used to hang around. He used to live at Guildford, and he was the Parramatta fan. So Mum and Dad weren't really sports fans, but he was the Parramatta fan. So he'd be saying, you know, it usually was a Tuesday night. He'd come over, so it'd either be, good win on the weekend for Para, and they played really good, very happy. Otherwise, it was probably something like, bloody Parramatta, as we do now these days as well. So, and, as a 8-year-old kid, it just stuck in the head and pick and stick, and the rest is history.
So as a kid, were you really into roller coasters and you just thought, this is the team for me? I'll have all these massive highs and then I'll have all these lows and I'll feel a bit sick at times and a bit elated. Was that where that went?
Yeah, no, not really. As I said, just with his influence, it just stuck in the head and pick and stick. And you're certainly right there. There has been a lot of roller coasters, a lot of highs, a lot of downs, a lot of lows. But it's been enjoyable, depressing, exciting, but as you said, all the emotions of a roller coaster.
Mm.
Now, Troy, I think in your explanation just then, you mentioned that it was about 1986, which is actually the last time the Eels won. So you actually jumped on their bandwagon when they turned rubbish. Have you ever thought of, stopping being a fan so they might actually win one?
Never. Never, mate. Never. No way.
The Dummy M Podcast. Find us on Instagram and YouTube.